Hey, greetings. You're in tune to Spicy Fingers. Thank you for joining me yet again. I guess this is the third part of what we might call a mini series, which is looking at the issues of what happened to Pauline on the 18th of May 2015, my Earth Day, and basically how that sort of affected me and, the people out there and family and friends. Yeah. So basically, as you might know, you can check out the previous two videos, and it were basically talking about the fact that Pauline more or less died on that day, and I did CPR. See, I got it now, CPR, in order to bring her back around until such time as the ambulance people came. Now, people been saying to me since then, "Oh, Spicy, you saved her life. Spicy, you saved her life. You should be proud. You should be happy that you saved her life." And to tell the truth, every time I read that, every time I heard that, instead of making me feel inspired, it's actually made me feel yep, the wind has come up. It actually made me feel a little down and sad, and I'm not sure why, that was. And I guess really, I suppose I was thinking to myself, well, that's a great big responsibility, that's a burden, you've saved somebody's life. Now, what happens if that person now decide to live their life in a way that is not in accord with all that is of the betterment. That person might decide to be a mass murderer or a raper or, you know, a major thief, white collar thief. you know, um, I don't mean a petty thief, these white collar thieves. Yeah, so it didn't actually make me feel good. I guess I wasn't really thinking about those reasons, but for some unknown reason within me, I didn't feel right about it. And I would talk to people, and yeah, the same thing was coming up. You should be proud. You saved a woman's life. If you wasn't there, she would have died, and all that kind of stuff. Now, over the weekend, after during speaking to a friend of mine, I come to realize that what I didn't save her life. I haven't got the power to save her life. you know, and I guess that's what was perturbing me. I haven't the power to save her life. Her life was saved by a greater force. Yeah, the life was saved by creator, source energy, love energy, flowing through me. Some people might call it God. I choose not to call it God because I think God is these guys that came down and decided that they should be worshipped. I'm talking about source energy, creator. Yeah, the love was flowing from that higher, highest source, and it flowed through me. I just happened to be there at the time and to be a conductor. Yeah, so I conducted the healing energy, conducted it into Pauline. Now, whilst I remember that, whilst my friend reminded me of that, a great burden was lifted from my shoulder because all of a sudden I realized, yeah, I am now free to live my life, and she's free to live her life, and whether we live it together for a day or for a year or 10 years or 20, so be it. However, there's no great big responsibility. There's no burden. It's just a course of action which Creator put me and her, and I dare say, even before we came here, to planet Earth, we probably would have got together with all the parties involved and say, okay, on the 18th of May 2015, Pauline's going to do that. You, Spicy, you're going to be there to do this, and then all the people in the hospital going to do that, and the ambulances, etc., etc. Everybody going to play their roles, including the people out there who's been sending a lot of healing energy. Because that has been crucial, the healing energy to help to bring her back around, and also to bring myself back to some semblance of normality, so I don't run out there and go crazy. So for all of you who've been playing your role within this drama, I thank you very much for that. And I think it's very, very crucial that we all should remember and keep in mind at the very front of our minds that we are here playing a role in this drama, and we're mainly channeling the energy of love uh, into each other and onto the planet Earth, and to these Illuminati guys who've been, confusing us, so-called educating us. Really, they've been confusing us because we came through the birth canal without memory, for the most part, of source energy and of ourselves, and so we come here now. We've had to rely on them to quote unquote educate us. They've been miseducating us, misleading us to believe that even in this case we've got the power to save somebody's life. Life is a great thing that is greater than physicalness, and if that person had chosen to move along and not to come back in the body, that life would be as well as it ever has been for how many years, millions of years, um, but through the power of source, we were able to channel the energy, and she's come back in her body. Yeah. So thank you all, and it's beautiful clarity. Cheers. God bless. Now, love and light and harmony. Oh, this God bless. Bless means be less.